Hello friends, welcome back to the shop. Today is Saturday, May 7th, and it is another rainy morning here in eastern Pennsylvania. We've been getting so much rain, I am seriously considering building an ark. It is supposed to tail off this weekend, but it has been raining. I think it rained every day this past week, and I believe it rained for about half of the week prior to that. So if anybody tells me we're looking at a drought this year, I'm going to yell at them loudly. We've gotten quite a bit of rain. Yeah, I know it's good for the crops and all that, and you know, I'm grateful for it. But at the same time, getting a bit of cabin fever, and it's been constant. So it's not just like it's raining now and then. It's been fairly constant. So I got to work in the morning. I drive in the rain to work. I go out to lunch, it's raining. I drive home in the rain. It's just always raining. So anyway, I'm grateful for the weather. It's good for the plants. I haven't been able to put a garden in yet. We haven't been able to really plant much. But like I said, this weekend it is supposed to tail off a bit. I'm hoping to get some yard work done, not today because it is still raining, but hopefully get some work done tomorrow. The weeds are getting out of control because they've gotten plenty of water. Anyway, hope you're having some nice weather in your neck of the woods, or if you're not, at least you're doing something enjoyable this weekend. So a few things I wanted to touch on today. I am smoking a real treat, and I'll get to that in a bit because I want to talk about this tobacco. But the first thing I wanted to do is just give a quick update on the giveaway contest. So the giveaway contest is scheduled to end this coming Friday, May 13th, and the current plan is to cut off the entries at midnight on Friday. That's midnight Eastern Standard Time. And I'll probably do a regular weekend chat on Saturday next week, and then do the drawing on Sunday. I think that's probably the way the timing is going to work out, because I've got a few things going on next weekend, and I've been having some. Well, we'll get to the issues in a minute. So that's almost certainly going to happen. Currently, we have 4 entries. The entries, and I'll do a roll call here, just so everyone that has entered knows that I've got your name. If not, please let me know. So far, and this is just in the order which the entries came in. I have Desert Pipe Smoker. Thomas Kalheim, hope I'm not murdering your name, Thomas, Benjamin Mitchell, and Pastor Pipes. So those are the 4 that we've got right now. If anyone else has entered and I don't have your name, please comment or send me a PM so I make sure that I get the video. And if you do make a video response, please try to remember to comment in the original giveaway video, and I'll link that below in case you missed it. I'll also link the playlist that I have for the current video responses. And by the way, I've been playing around with these inserted links, so you'll probably see a link show up over there, and you'll see a little eye over there, which if you click on it any time, you'll get all of the links that I'm talking about during this video, assuming I remember to put them in, and I'll also include them down in the description. So we've got 4 entries. I hope we get a few more before Friday. If anyone is looking to make one and doesn't think they'll have time between now and Friday, let me know. I've got no problem with extending this a few more days. If any of the current entrants hate that idea, send me a PM and I'll consider not doing that. But if anybody wants me to do that, please let me know, because this is about having fun and about everybody getting a chance to participate. So I don't want to have a hard and fast cutoff if it's going to prevent someone from entering. So that's about it. Look at the original video in the playlist if you need ideas. I'm going to later today do the entry for myself that I promised, just to make sure that I'm sharing something on this topic as well, and to maybe hopefully give some of you fence sitters some motivation to get out your camera and make a video as well. Very short, 3 to 5 minutes is all we need. Okay, so that's it for the giveaway update. Today I have a really interesting tobacco that I'm smoking. I'm smoking a rather ancient country gentleman here that is continuing to serve me well as it has for probably over 4 years now. And the tobacco that I'm smoking is really a very pleasant surprise for me. And it's a tobacco that I first heard about from Classic Fly Tire, Alec. And Alec put up a video a few weeks ago about this tobacco. And it's called Moe's Confetti. Hopefully you can see that. This is a John Patton blend. It's available at Four Noggins. And Alec had very high praise for it. And you know, I know from watching his videos that he has a discerning palate, and I've enjoyed some of his suggestions in the past. And he compared it favorably to blends like Carter Hall. It's a Burley-based blend. And as you know, I'm a fan of Burley. I like Carter Hall and some of those older over-the-counter blends. So I thought I'd give this a try. And boy, was he right. This is something special. So it is a Burley. I'll see if I can string some of this out to give you an idea. It's a rough ribbon cut. If I had to guess, I'd say there's a touch of Virginia's in here as well. The tobacco profile is very reminiscent of Carter Hall. Although, what I will say is that while this is a lot like Carter Hall, it's not. It's very high quality tobacco, and I'm not saying that Carter Hall is low quality tobacco, but the tobacco shines in this blend in a way that it doesn't quite shine in Carter Hall. It is topped, as many tobaccos in this genre, if you will, are topped, including Carter Hall. The topping, so the pouch note, or the jar note in this case, is, I hate to say this, but when I smell the tobacco just in the jar, my first thought is Play-Doh. Now, that's a little risky for me to say for two reasons. One is Play-Doh doesn't sound very appetizing, but I don't mean it in a bad way. It's just that's what this reminds me of. I get that from other tobaccos. I think it's been a long time since I've smoked Prince Albert, but I think Prince Albert also has a little bit of that note to it, to my nose. I also hesitate to say Play-Doh because it's been a very long time since I've actually smelled Play-Doh. So I'm relying on memory here on several fronts. But that's what I get when I smell it. It doesn't taste like that, certainly. The taste is really interesting. So the tobaccos are quite good. It's a very nice, nutty Burley. It's smooth. It doesn't have any of that bite that you sometimes get with Burley, or that I sometimes get with Burley. Now, I know there are people that are very sensitive to Burley, and I have no idea if this is going to affect you or not, because I'm not one of those people. I actually have that problem with Virginias. I tend to get bitten by Virginias much more easily than Burleys. But it's just good quality, smooth Burley, nutty. It's got a lot of depth to it. It's really very nice. And then the topping is almost indescribable. It's, if memory serves, it's more like Prince Albert than it is Carter Hall. But it definitely has some Carter Hall qualities to it. A lot of people talk about cocoa when they talk about these sorts of tobaccos, and there's a bit of that. Although I have to say, I've never quite gotten the cocoa. If what they mean by that is a slight bitterness that's kind of reminiscent of that cocoa bitterness, there is some of that. And there's definitely some molasses notes, especially in the second half of the bowl. And I've probably had about 8 bowls of this now, so I'm feeling pretty comfortable with it. It's not very complex. It doesn't develop a lot, but there is a difference between the first and second half, where I think the second half gets a bit deeper and some of the flavors develop a bit more, but it's not a dramatic change. And in the topping, there's something that I cannot identify. And the best I can say about it is that it is something old. It reminds me of grade school. It reminds me of being a child. And I again, it's not like I feel like it's a candy or something, but it just, whatever that flavor is, it's something from my deep past. It's not something I've tasted in a long time. I'm reminded of, I think it was Matches that once used the term pencil shavings when he was describing a tobacco blend. And that's not the note that I'm getting here, but when he said that, it registered with me immediately. It's that smell from the pencil sharpener in the schoolroom. It tastes like that smelled, and not this tobacco, but whatever the tobacco was that he's talking about. And I've had that in some other blends, and I really hung on to that because it's a very accurate tag to put on that flavor. But this one, I can't tag it. I cannot tell you what it is. But what I can tell you is that Classic Fly Tire was dead on right when he said this was a great blend. It really is. It's like it's almost like a luxury Carter Hall is the best way I can describe it. And I'm not trying to put Carter Hall down. You know, I like Carter Hall. I smoke quite a bit of it. But this is good stuff, and I highly recommend you give it a shot. It's available from Four Noggins. It's called Moe's Confetti, and it's definitely worth giving a try, especially if you're a Carter Hall fan or Prince Albert fan. You know, any of those over-the-counter Burleys. I think you'll quite enjoy this. And just to give it a third thumbs up, apparently my dog Isabel really enjoys it as well. I just this morning, so I got it from Four Noggins almost 2 weeks ago now, and it is a 2-ounce sample, so I wasn't going to jar it because I figured I'd be finished with the 2 ounces fairly quickly. So I just kept it in the plastic bag, and it comes moist enough that I wasn't worried about it drying out. It's actually perfect. You can pack it and smoke it right out of the bag, but I just thought it would be fine in the bag, so I left it there for the duration. And Isabel, who I've had for it's over 3 years now. It may be close to 3.5 years we've had Isabel. She's, if you've seen any videos where I've had my dogs in them, she's the larger black, or mostly black dog. Thatcher is the dog that's in my avatar, the one that's trying to take the beer bottle out of my head. So Thatcher was not involved in this incident, but I set the tobacco pouch down, and Isabel, who has done nothing with tobacco in 3.5 years except sniff it, wrinkle her nose, and run away, I left the room for a minute, and she decided that she just had to have Moe's Confetti. And when I came back into the room, the 2-ounce sample was reduced to about 1.5 ounces, with the remainder spread all over the family room. And she was furiously chewing at that bag. She really wanted that tobacco out of the bag. So she didn't seem to have eaten any, and she seems fine, and I cleaned it up, and she just walked away from it. She wasn't really interested in like trying to scrounge it or anything. I think she just liked the smell and was treating it almost like she would one of her stuffed animals or something, which she does like to, for some reason Isabel likes to gut her stuffed animals quickly. So anyway, I don't know if that's a vote for or against Moe's Confetti on Isabel's part, but she seemed to take to it for one reason or the other. Was able to rescue the remainder of it, still have plenty here, and will be ordering more. So give it a shot. So let's see. Just quickly to update you on a personal note. I know that I don't talk much about the medical stuff that I've been going through, just because I don't really want that to be a big part of my life, really, because I just view it as a bump in the road. But I have shared it with some of you, and I've shared it with all of you, and some of you have been kind enough to ask or send PMs and things like that, which I greatly appreciate. And just to let you all know, this coming Friday I will be taking the 5th of 6 treatments, and it's really I'm on the downhill now. So I'm getting there, and I'm quite pleased about that. And so in 6 weeks' time, I'll be celebrating quite a bit, because that'll be the last treatment. And after that, it's there's a lot more stuff that I got to do, but it's all trivial compared to what I've been going through over the past couple of months. So I appreciate all your thoughts and prayers and your concerns, and I just wanted to let you all know that they're working. Keep the prayers coming, because I'm doing really, really fantastically, and we're getting into the home stretch now. So just keep those good thoughts and prayers coming, because I really do appreciate them, and know that I'm sending them back out to you as well every chance I get. So with that, I think I'll bring this video to a close. I hope some of you will still enter the giveaway contest, and I look forward to seeing your entries in the coming week. Again, let me know if anyone would like me to extend that for a few days. I'm happy to do so. Give Moe's Confetti a try, 4noggins.com. It's good stuff. And with that, you can look forward later today to hopefully seeing my video response on the advice that I would give my younger self. And we should keep the current pipe restoration series on track, so hopefully you'll be seeing something there on Wednesday. Beyond that, I hope you are all doing well, and I ask you to please take good care of yourself and your families. And until next time, I will look forward to talking to you again very soon. So take care all, and goodbye.